Hello, I'm sitting down right now because I was looking something up. Sorry, I started stream and then I immediately went to get distracted by trying to look up. And then also burping and then dying. I'm back. I'm here. Alright. No, I wanted to. Let me move that into the right place. Make sure all my stuff is open, which it should be. Hello, everybody. Let me hit the right button. I'm here. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about dampening sound just because I mean I'm hearing myself refurb and I know that's obviously going to be being picked up, so I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do that, but because I don't really have the money to just do sound panels, what I'm thinking is I just need to find some way to hang up all of my like stuffed animals that I don't like. I have a ton of stuffed animals that like I have because I've just had them, but also aren't like a display type of thing. What I need to do is find some way to just like put them on the wall, like taping or something. And I don't know what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do that yet. But I know that is one plan. What I am doing is fighting with my mouse because my cables are a mess. I'm still just. I have a little bit more code to just kind of comment on and make it so like people can tell, like someone else reading it can tell what is happening. And that way I can also come back to it later. Like the main good thing about this is that if I decide to like take a week away from it, I know exactly what everything does still. Because I will forget everything in a week if I just stopped. So that is the main reason why I'm writing all of this. Oh, I forget how much it takes to actually do like the long base instead of just like the short or the complicated one. I mean, the complicated one has got to have a lot to it because it needs to talk with like other other nodes a lot. Man, I am burping a lot. I mean, I if I didn't want to burp, I shouldn't have been drinking pop. But yeah, but this isn't what I want to do all day of just like commenting on my code. I'm hoping that someone comes in, like anybody comes in later. Ooh, let me pull up this one for myself. Yeah, I'm hoping just anybody comes in later so I can get an opinion on what thing I should do next. Because the two things I'm like looking at that I could do next is in-app time display and then different colors for stuff is like the main thing I'm looking at to do. Yeah. Yeah, that is the main thing I'm looking to do right now is just how those are like the two things. I don't know which one I want to do. So I'm just kind of hoping someone shows up and starts chatting with me so I can ask them. But until I get someone to tell me where I should go, I'm gonna work on getting information. Or I not getting information. I'm gonna work on commenting on my code, so that way it's understandable. Get information arrays for saving and setting. Not setting. Get information in arrays for saving and setting. Call base gather base information gathering. I should also probably comment what these variables are. If there's infinite, to do goal time is either how would I describe goal time? It's either amount of time needed to pass for. It's either the amount of time needed to pass for for amount of time needed to pass for set time if long base has set goal or is infinite for set either amount of time needed to pass for set time or amount of time needed for one reward claim. Okay. Time started. Time previously elapsed. Time started. To elapsed time. Progress. Display of progress. Done. There. And then in here, let me go to the base task. Did I in base task label what these were? I did not. What I need is I need this. How do I want to do this? I need to know what these are. Yeah, I'll put that there so that way I know that's where these come from. Get information. Set information for long call superset information get information and this is setting all the information. Did I make it more clear with Steve's what, like, set information? No, not really. Yeah, I think that's fine. Match progress. Match progress. Unpaused. I kind of already labeled these, and then this is kind of self-explanatory. If infinite, else, and then if it's a part or not. Unpaused, paused, ready to complete, complete. Progress not set. Progress set. Progress. Okay. Process delta. Checks if ready to complete or checks if ready to complete or checks if started or ready to complete. If set time task, if set time met pair and task. Progress 3, match progress. If task started unpaused, okay. Base button pressed. This is the fun one. Oh, this is the fun one. I'm gonna stretch a bit. What I need. Set progress based on sets progress when button is pressed or refills infinite. Set progress when button is pressed or refills infinite buttons. Go from ready to complete to complete. 3 to 4. Go from pause to unpause. Actually, when task is when task is paused, I'll actually put that in front of here. Task ready to complete. Task ready to complete. Let's take that one, put it next to here. Go from unpause to pause. Actually, I probably want to label this as, actually no, here. Task is task is unpaused. Refill infinite buttons. Start. Super. There we go. Time. Start time and preview the elapsed time. If elapsed time is greater than 0, progress bar is equal to 100. Alright. Change button text. Did I need this in here? I remember why I need this in here. Overrides. Overrides button text change to have if chosen to on end feel quality choice and then save. Button text yep. Do shows do slash un button if paused if unpaused pause unpause match progress rehide do success test completed. hide infinite hides infinite buttons. Match progress. Retoggle buttons. Infinite complete button. Infinite show quality. Did I have a set for match progress in 3? Ready to complete. Or was it match progress? On 4 it ends. If we go to end, toggle quality, that's where it is. This reveals it. Based off of the slider, adjust reward. Adjust reward. It's off of quality and based off of quality and what's the other thing? And infinite times scale. Do quality. Need to comment that out. And this next one, variable adjust float sets final adjusted to adjustment if set final adjustment to base adjustment if set time or multiply base adjustment by time amount time or multiply base adjustment by amount of time lapsed versus adjustment high quality Set button with updated reward amount. Okay. I think that one is all done. So that's short task and long task done. It is just complicated and task creation that needs to be commented on to make it make more sense. Just stretching a bit. Oh man, I feel like it really does feel like a bad thing to constantly be raising and lowering my desk, but I'm constantly like, man, I need to stand up, and then be like, man, I need to sit back down. But sit back down real quick. Just make sure no cables get caught. I think once I've like organized the cables, yeah, once I've organized the cables a little bit better, and also have just used the desk for longer, I feel like I will feel much better about raising and lowering it. Hi. How am I good? What am I doing? I'm distracted. I want to check paycheck. Why am I getting what? Sorry, I just got a charge that I'm not sure where it came from. So I'm trying to think about where it came from. Do do do. SUSB. Oh, I know. I know what that one's for. Actually, never mind. I understand now. Something I should probably actually look into more, but I understand why it happened now. I understand. It wasn't just some charge that like wasn't supposed to be taken out. It was. I'm trying to check my account, but I can't do that. So never mind then. Just close. Apparently, I had like 10 tabs open. Do I want to comment on the complicated or task creation first? Probably complicated. This one's call on the basis, right? I could probably call the base complicated one. Complicated. Save variables. Might add option for linear complicated task. Might add option for linear complicated task. Alright. Initial internal variables, total parts, completed parts. Those are kind of already there. Shows progress. Shows progress of completed parts versus all parts. short part seen, long part seen, part list to order parts under. Yeah. Tired. Yawning, stretching. Aye. On ready. All super. Total part. Get part count. Set progress bar step to 1. Set max. I farted. Welcome in. So now, but hello, welcome. My wrists are starting to get upset from typing so much. But hello. What am I thinking? What do I need to do? What am I doing? Welcome in. I'm just making my shit more readable. Weak risk. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely better than it was. Like, I know I mentioned a long time ago about how I was getting a mouse, like a mouse pad, because like my actual mouse hand was hurting so much, and getting the mouse pad has been really helpful for that. I think my problem is that I just have a new desk and I'm still getting used to that. Maybe if I just move my keyboard and my mouse pad to like further off my desk, so that way I'm not touching my desk. I need this is setting max value of press bar to total amount tasks. Set and value. Get current value of my get current value. No, set current value to amount completed tasks or completed parts. But welcome in. Okay, so I've been waiting for someone to come into chat. Let me pull up and remember, because I'm almost done making my code readable, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do next. And the two things I have in mind are either it's either going to be working on making the in-app time display, which both of the two things shouldn't be too hard because they are just things I already did in the previous project. It's just making them better. So I need one thing is either making the in-app time display or making it so I can set up the different colors. And just making those in better ways. Do the time first. Perfect. That should be quicker. It should be potentially. It just means I have to actually remember everything that goes into displaying the time. Or I could just import what I had before. Because it shouldn't be... I can't think of too much that I would change with it with the new knowledge I have found, because most of it was self-contained anyway. Because it really is just displaying the time. do do. But yeah, do oh I yeah. I just want to finish. Do I want to finish commenting? I know what everything is. I was just mostly making it so if I step away for like 5 weeks, does the time show seconds? So how I had it previously is that the time was able to it was able to show seconds. It also showed like the current day and months and year. But I also had it so you were able to toggle a bunch of that. Where if it was, do I have like one of the, I think I was showing this to someone, so I might have this set up on my library, not my library, dashboard. View page. Does this, is this on here? And is this something I can show? It's struggling to load. Because I can't think of changing it too much from what it was before. Let me see. Does the old code update every time process or every second? I probably should set it to be every second instead of like a process. I think the old stuff was every process, but I don't think that's actually the smart way of doing it. It should update on the second. I just gotta figure out how that actually works. Ooh. But yeah, I had it. Time toggle. I'm just trying to think if I can show this. Is there any important thing? I don't see it. Yeah, I don't know how you would do it every second. Everything nicely in Godot. Yeah, that's just something I have to look up. Is this a tab I can show? I think it is. Yeah, no information on this tab. But I like had it displayed up here, but I also had it so you can toggle, because I know I have it AM PM, but then you can also toggle it to 24 hours, and then also include seconds or don't include seconds, include year or not, if it was a spelt out day format or if it was a simplified day format. And then I also made it so if it's a simplified day format, I know there's also switching, having a months or day or having it day months. And then the last one, which is off a screen, is having the actual like day of the week. So I had all of these toggles. If I set it back up to don't include year, include the year, normal day format. There. Because I had all of these, which I liked having. And then I also liked how it actually displayed this information, having like the time in these brackets, having everything, how everything's separated with comments, and then the comments go away in certain cases. So yeah, I liked how it looked before. I just gotta, I'm sure there is a better way to code it. Because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I had like all of the time stuff in one script, even though all of this stuff was separated from everything else. That's probably a better thing better way I can do that. So what I need is I need something new. Menus. Is this a project wide or is this menus? Because it's displayed in the menus, but itself is not a menu. It is project wide, but it's not something used in everything in the project. Because most of these things are like project wide, set up the user directory, which is needed for everything. Setting up reusable saves, which is used in both the task and in the task creation and the redeem creation, time controller, which is used for like, I actually don't remember. This is used for converting time, which I haven't implemented yet properly into uh, the long stuff, but it's going to be used project wide scripts time. Yeah, because I have time controller, but this is like controlling time conversions. This is not controlling time display. And time display would be more of a behavioral thing and not a controller. Then again, this isn't a controller either. This is conversions. I think I'm actually gonna rename this one time conversions. Time conversions. Did I make this? You could put that in the project wide script time folder too. That's true. But I think I am going to rename it to time conversions because that's just a better name for it. Did I already add this to autoloader? I did. Let's change it to conversions and see. I don't think I've actually implemented it anywhere just because I was preparing to implement it into long task, but it's going to be implemented into long task when it comes to displaying the long task information, which is part of the actual, like if it is a task or a part, like the display of it, not in the base, which I worked on. Also, the behavior and controller thing is mainly for game dev. I know if it's useful in software, but go off queen. Yeah. I mostly just, like, it adds more description to what I'm writing. I don't think that will make anything upset. I think just having more words to describe what I'm trying to think of is just gonna be good. Okay. Time conversions, scripts, folder, timey, wimey. No, I should just say time. Time stuff. Bop. Time stuff, time conversion, script, date, time, display. Date, time, display. Yes. I'm sure there is a naming scheme for software dev, but I don't study that, so yeah. I mean, I should probably learn naming system naming schemes more properly. It's just bad memory will probably forget it. Like in my case, I can use just like simple naming things to just remember like difference between variable and stuff. Let's see. Don't need you. Don't really need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. Okay, now I gotta remember how I get this information. Because I can just pull the information directly from the system. If I do variable time, date time is equal to time dot date time directory from system. Or string from system. Which one? What is the difference between these guys? Variable date time to equal to time dot date time. That one's from system, directory from system, string from system. I want on function ready print time print date time 2. And then I also need, let me go test purposes, scene, create new scene, date time, test date time display. Test date time. And then I'm gonna just pop that onto there and then test the scene. That, oh wait, I mixed that up. This is supposed to be, how was it? Is that directory or is that supposed to be something else? And I don't remember. Let's try that again. Okay. Oh, this is just a string in itself. Or this is actual, like, I think I like this one more, just because I can actually, like, separate these parts out. I can separate these parts out easier. This only gets it once, doesn't it? I would need to set it, like, I can't in function process. I can't just print date time. Like, it doesn't update, does it? Yeah, that just stays at 6 seconds. And I can't just, Could I, wait, can I do what's date time dot new? Did that do something? No. I thought that was something I could do, but I'm not remembering. I'm not remembering how that was used. I feel like in here, yeah, for config file new, I can do that. Would I have to put it on here? No, I can't do that, can I? Alright, well, I tried. What I probably want then is, I want this top one, this top date time. But what I probably want is a function of get date time. Which is then gonna be date time equal to, it's actually just gonna be this. So that way I can call this. Do I want to have it in date time, or do I want to actually separate this all out into their respective things? Let me also remember what the respective things look like, in which order, and how I get them. Ready. Print date time. Just so I can get what they were. I should also probably just copy this over so that way I know what I'm working with. Give me this. Give me this. Give it. Give it. Alright. Let me get rid of all the extra information. :3. I didn't see that in the first place, and then I started deleting stuff and it just appeared. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna need the daylight savings time. But what I need is, instead of having date time, what I probably want is get date time and then split everything up. Variable date time. What I probably want is year, months, day, variable day, variable week day, which is day of the week in my head, so I just want to remember that. Variable hour, variable minute, variable second. No typos? I cannot guarantee no typos. I'm sure there are like 50. If we're talking about like the actual code part, I'm sure there's like 10 in everything I've written before. But if we're talking about comments, there's like 128, if I had to guess. Especially since all of my comments I've been like typing fast to just try and get them done. So like try and just have them on here. I'm sure there's a lot of inconsistency. No, not typos. Types. I feel like I have an idea of what types are. What is types? I feel like that's something that I kind of type, like integer boo. That's probably a good idea. I mean, they all come out as integers except for daylight savings time, which I don't actually think I'm gonna get, but I think I am going to. I think that is a good thing. In your variables, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, what I also want, because all of these do give me integers, what I probably also want is I want for months a variable months string, because I want to be able to display the string of that, and then variable weekday string. String what? There we go. Okay. Variable date time. Then I want year is equal to date time dot year. Months is equal to date time dot months. Day is equal to day. Weekday. Day. Hour is equal to So that's it. What I also want is function get months get months string from integer. Months integer. Do I need to get this? Oh, so is this something? Okay, I'm trying to think. Is there going to be any other place where I need to get the month's name string? Potentially? Thinking about it, there might be other times where I need to get the string of the months. The month string from the integer. I'm trying to see. I can't think of when else I'm gonna need it, but I feel like that is something I am gonna need. But I can't think of when I would. Probably in like setting up a repeating thing. Only update the months and day at midnight. That's probably would be a good idea. Well, I needed to update at midnight, but also whenever it's loaded, whenever it's ready. I guess what I could do is I could do like I can do time, and then I can do update at first frame and midnight. Yeah. So what I could do is I could separate instead of getting I need to separate this into two parts. I guess I could separate it into get date and then get time. Split it off here. Function get time. And then in ready I do both get date, get time. Oh, I don't have this in there. Yeah. On ready, it's set. It gets the date and the time. What I'm also I think there will probably be a time where I need to get the month string again. So just in case, I am gonna put this into time conversions instead. And then just call, because time conversions is an autoloader, just call it into here. Function get month string from integer. Months integer is a integer. Match months integer 0. I'm pretty sure it starts off at 0. If I remember how this time works. If I grab, if I just hover over this and then documents, get time date direct from system. It's higher up in here. Yeah, starts at 0 for Sunday, starts at, oh, it does start at 1 for months. Okay, well, oh wait, I accidentally closed the scene I did not want to close. Hang on a second. Yeah. Close that, save it all. Alright. So yeah, this is supposed to start at 1 and be 0. Alright. Three. To pass 8 pass there's no way I'm doing something stupid here, right? Hang on a second. Get time directory from system, get time string from system. Take time string. Get date string from system. Yeah, that's not actually what I want. Because that's just the numbers as well, and then I have to pull these numbers out specifically. So yeah, it's not actually what I want to do. So I still have to do this. I was just trying to see if the documentation had something in the time to do this. Anyway, but all of those just return an integer or a string with other information in it. Then I would have to pick out the information. So this is just how it is. Do I want to write return in each one of these, or do I want to just have return be at the end and have it return the same no matter what? I'll do it the other way. Variable returned string. Return string. If it's anything else, this is where the typos come in. I'm gonna make the project upset at me. I'm gonna leave a lot of these empty for just a moment. I wonder how many months I can spell correctly without January. March, May, June, July, August. I think I'm missing something in August. September, November, January, February, March, June, July, August. I skipped some months. I'm gonna cry. Wait, which one? Wait, I know I forgot a month. Hang on a second. I forgot two of them. Hang on a second. I skipped over September. I skipped over October. That's what it is. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. December. And then this one will just print error. Returned January, February. Did I spell this all right? I'm gonna double check. There's an extra R in February? No, that doesn't look right. Am I crazy? Is that actually... There's... Wait. I might be crazy. I might have forgotten how to spell February. Oh, now that I re-look at... Okay. No, when I look at the Godot documentation website, it doesn't look right. But looking at it here... Nope, it looks wrong again. It looked correct for a second, so I'm going to say it's correct. March, April... Looking at like the different fonts are making this even harder now that I realize it. Because the documentation website, which I just had open already, that had all the names on it, uses a different font. I think I spelt them all right, besides February. But that's February's fault for having an extra R in it. Okay. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. September, October, November. Is this September, October, November? I keep wanting to skip from September to November. July, June, July, August, September, November. Yeah, I keep wanting to skip over October, and I don't know why. Oh well. This is good. This one works. What I need now is basically the exact same thing, but for the weekdays. Get weekday string from integer a int integer match int variable. I want to do kind of the same thing here. Variable return string. Then at the bottom of this, turn string. Oh wait, this one needs a 0 actually, now that I remember. Because it starts Sunday at 0, Saturday at 6. equal to should capitalize it, Sunday. Monday. Sunday, Monday. Tuesday. I'm zoning out a bit. Forgetting how to spell. Alright. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then if it's anything else, return string is equal to error day. There we go. Alright. Then if I save this, I can call them in here. Months, month string, weekday, weekday, string. It's equal to time conf. How do you say? Assign a what? What did I mess up? Time conversions. Value type project. Oh wait, I need to do underscore. Get month string from integer months. And then similar thing here. Time conversions dot underscore get weekday from string weekday. Okay. Let's I don't know. Print. I want to print all of this. Actually, mainly I want to print month string plus throw space in there so they're not right next to each other, and then plus weekday string. Don't complain. March Friday. Okay, yep, that's working. So this is this I believe is setting all the information correctly. Now what I need is, let me see. True. Create a timer node either in the editor or code has a timeout of 1 second. It's a custom function of yours. Looking at this. I'm not seeing anything in the quick search I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm not. What is this song? What? What is this ancestry? Why? Former. For the last second. I'm not seeing like just a function that activates on second. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that is like. I'm seeing like use a timer function or. But all the timer function stuff is like run it in Delta, run it in process. So I'm not seeing that. I can still make it so that the date time doesn't run on process. Do, do. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything else. I think I'm gonna just do shin. Get time. Get time. If how would I get midnight? Like if hour, minute, second equals 0, give get date. Oh, I'm forgetting it equal there. Yeah, it should work as long as like it the process happens like within a second, which it should be. It shouldn't be. Should never get to the point where it just doesn't register anything for a whole second. I believe this should work. Print. Print got date. I have a feeling. I mean, I think it's just gonna obviously print got date consistently, just printing get time. But I don't. There's no way I can really test if this works unless it hits midnight. So, I mean, it should work. Because I know 12 a.m. is 0. I know the start of an hour. I know minutes would be 0, and then seconds would be 0 for that first second. Like zeros across the board should be another date. What, Windows? Why did Windows just yell at me? I'm gonna check some things. Why is Windows yelling? Was that Game Pass? No, that was yesterday. Wait, that was yesterday? Why did Windows yell at me? What? Why would it do that? I'm not seeing any reason why it would have done that. Like everything is working still. Just double checking. Oh, I forgot to. Wait. I forgot to finish setting up. I forgot to commit my project to GitHub before starting stream. Whoopsies. I just realized that the GitHub app was still open. Of commit to main push. There we go. There we go. I close it, right? Yeah. Alright, wait, no. Okay, bring you guys back. Yeah. Don't know what was happening there. What I need. What do I need? I need to display it, and that's probably going to be a string. So if I want to display it, I'd have to display it. I guess it would depend on it. This kind of goes to exactly what I was doing before. I need. Okay, let me label these. Variables. Time. Display variables. Let's think about this. I'm trying to think if there's anything I really want to change about how I did it before. Well, I need actual, like, display label. Well, string variable. I don't know what else. Because I need function. Display string. I think I kind of do want to have the same options as before, potentially, maybe. Which I've completely forgotten what those options were. this bullshit. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I think I want... Do I just really want exactly this? I should probably update. Variable time. Variable time string. Variable date string. Variable time string. If 24-hour clock else I probably want to do something very similar to what I did for yeah. If 24-hour clock toggle if 24-hour clock toggle if hour is variable time string if 24-hour clock 24-hour clock, hour. Plus string it. Well, else PM string is equal to AM. Just has these strings. Do I want the dots? How did it look before? Because I did really like how it looked before. I did not have the color. I did not have dots in there. I just had AM. If our less than equal to, actually it's AM if it's just less than 12, because if it's 12 then it's PM. That's a very similar thing here. Less than 12 if hour is less than 12, else actually wait, that doesn't work. That doesn't work, does it? What I need is to modify. Okay. Variable modified hour is equal to equal to our if less than 13 or if it's less than 13, does Godot have a multiple strings? More efficient method to connect multiple strings. I do not know mutable strings. Let me look that up if they're those. I don't even know what that is. What might you be? Well, or in multiple. Certain flows for in multiple, modifying them in any way returns a new copy. I don't see Godot. Why does Godot? So let's use it, but less. Multiple strings. Those strings are immutable. Yeah, that's what I was starting to see. Your string pool is cut down, uses less memory. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. But thank you for letting me know. I should look into what that actually is in the future. I don't think I can't think of when I will be working with a scripting program that has mutable strings. Is that the right way to say that word? I think it is. But I will have to look into that. I mean, I don't know when I'll be working outside of Godot, so I don't know if I'll ever run into a chance to use them. But that is something nice to know, so thank you. Let's see. AM, and welcome in. AM, PM modifier, modify hour. I need to think if the hour is less than 13. Or it's less than 13 or greater than if modify hour is if hour greater than 0 else hour minus 12. Expected effort or okay, nah. The plus operator may create in strings or even and be rather ineffective for multiple long strings. Interesting. Plus operator may create intermediary strings. Many of the old school procedural languages have multiple everything. C is the main example. Immutables, largely a functional. It's a toss-up which newer languages have. Interesting. Yeah. Operator may create be ineffective multiple long strings. Many of the old school languages have. C is an example. A functional. Which newer languages have? Interesting. Yeah, I see the purpose. I see the purpose of it. That is nice to know. Um, how do I want to write this? I could. Modified hour is equal to hour if hour it needs to be from 1 to 12. Hour. Don't, I'm assuming that doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah. If hour is greater than 0, it's 13. Oh, I probably also need to do hour here. Hour equal to I can only do else in here. Maybe I gotta split this down into an actual if statement. If hour 0 equals 0, hour 0, I also then need to add up here variable modified hour. If that compiles, then it will be very impressed with those for splitting from the conventional assignment, in which, like here, like if this compiles, I've had it before where stuff like this does compile. And what it was before. And what it was before. If that compiles, I'll be very impressed with those from the conventional assignment. In terms of variable modified hour is equal to hour if. Oh, I'm pretty sure that how does that? I know I can't do else if, but that should do something. Because I've seen it work before in other, like I have it here. This should work. I've seen it, if I'm not mistaken. If hour 0, pass that for now, so that way it stops complaining. I'm not sure. Looks fine. There's no variable declaration. Interesting. There's a lot of words. My main thing with like listening to people who actually know what they're talking about with coding is that I don't know a lot of definitions. Like I understand that stuff works, and I understand like variable function stuff like that, but a lot of this like declaration is stuff that sometimes flies a little bit over my head. Variable declaration. Yeah. Yeah, just a lot of definitions just fly over my head a lot of times. Then again, I'm also someone who didn't understand that I could make my own functions like a month ago, so like all of this I would not have made like a month ago. What am I thinking of? 0 is equal to 12. Else if fight hour is equal to hour minus 12. Declaration is just filling in context for the compiler without influencing the described algorithm. Usually the like. In context for compiler without influence. Algorithm. Like, interesting. Interesting. Okay. If hour 12 else hour is equal to hour. Okay. If it's 24-hour clock, just give it the hour and the minutes. If it's an AM PM clock, set the AM PM string. Change the modified hour. If it's 0, make it 12 because that's 12 a.m. If it's greater than 12, oh wait, that's the wrong way. If it's greater than 12, then remove 12 hours because this would be 13, which is 1. Yep. Less than 12. Okay. Else modify hour. Okay. And time string is equal to modified hour. Okay. And then it would go down to out of here. Then it would become something like time string is equal to time string if it would be equal to time string if what's it called? If seconds toggle variable time string looks to be a declaration to the compiler that this time string token should be treated as a variable, only be bound to string values. Yes. I think I understand that. Looks to declaration of compiler. Yeah, I think I've heard. Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't have the vocabulary of declaration, but I think I understand what you mean by that. Time string is equal to time string. This should be time string plus this was hours, minutes, seconds. Oh, but that needs to be a string. I think this is working so far. I want to just see how, if it is working. Print. Oh, that's all in here. Let me just run update display print time string. That is working currently, right? Oh, I didn't set the toggle, so I can't tell if it's... Well, these are obviously both set to false. Hmm. Just set that equal to true. Make sure that it does show seconds. Oh, but it's not showing it. Yeah, it did just switch over. It's not showing it nicely, however. I need to remember. I know I wrote it in a way before to make it so it actually displays nicely. I just gotta remember how. Something like doo doo. Why am I forgetting what I'm typing? This I can just do like this then, couldn't I? Is that how it works? Oh wait, I gotta also, because that just makes it look nicer if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure there's a much neater way of me writing this. I'm trying to think of how I can just make this look neater. The fact is I'm writing this twice. I'm just changing. How do I make that look better? I think. How do I make the... If maybe instead of in here, I just set modified hour equal to hour, and that way I can pull this out of the if statement. That way it's only doing it here. Set variable based on 24-hour toggle if it's 24 modify hours that am string. Hi. Let's see. Time string, make that look not correct. guess instead of doing that, then I can do this. If cons toggle seconds else do just this first part. Now that should print more nicely. Seconds not declared? You're right. It's because it's second. There we go. Oh, and it didn't work. That time it didn't work. I love it when it doesn't work. Display unsupported format character? What do you mean by that? That is here. Did that not work before? Am I crazy? This is about as efficient as you can get, but for readability, the modular operator be condensed for treating the hour. Future reference. So it's efficient again, but for readability, the modular operator more concise for treating the hour. Interesting. Divided by another call. Interesting. That's something else I'll have to look into as well. Thank you. Time this. It's upset because of how this is free. Would it be more happy if I enclosed? Oops, I made that very upset. Would it be happy if I closed them off? No, it would not. Okay. I might have to just make this into an actual if statement with how I'm writing it now. Which does suck. I mean, hopefully that is what the actual problem is. Does that make it happier? No, it does not. Okay, cool. Why? I printed PM and I don't know why it would have done that. What? Okay, why is this just not working how it was before? That's a very interesting that just sometimes it decides it doesn't want to work the same. Oh wait, it's because I just didn't type it right at all. That's why it doesn't. That's why it's not happy. I just didn't type it correctly at all. Which means I probably didn't have to. Let me see if I can get it back down to sec. What? Second toggle. Can I get it back down to just that? Now will it be happy? It is happy. Okay, there it goes. I just did not type this correct at all. That's what its problem was. Do do boo do do do. Okay, let's see. Now that's nicer. Alright. From here, so that's getting the time, but then I also need to. If I go one step further, time string is equal to time string if 24-hour toggle, else time string plus am PM string. I think I want a space in there as well. 07/11/04 p.m. I like that. I think I like that. I think that is what I'm going for. I'm kind of just trying to get back to what I had before, because I do like this. I think it just looks better when it's actually like in the font and not in the dashboard here. I think that's my main thing. It's just it looks better when it's actually displayed. Variable. Okay, so that's the time. That's the time string, which should work depending on if it's AM, PM. None of the other ones, yeah, year toggle, date simplifier, month, day of the week, those are all separate. Alright, date string. I need is from the date string. There's 3 different ones that can go on this. But the other one is more for if the date is simplified. So what I want, the top one is date simplifier. If date simplifier toggle, then I want date string. I pretty much want exactly this. Else date string equal to interesting. Do I want to go deeper with this one? I think for here I want to go one step deeper. If day months toggle, to do date string is equal to, then I want, do I want day, months toggle, or do I want year? I think I want year because the year toggle is going to be, also affect the other bottom one. So this one, yes, that's the way I think this is how I want it. It's equal to, could be something very similar to this. Date string toggle. Actually, what I probably want, these ones are actually dashes. And I probably want another one because first I want the year also in here. If year toggle, else I want this, but without that guy or that guy. Yes. Then I think I want exactly the same thing again, but I just want to switch these around. Day, months, day, months. Yes. Yes. Day, months toggle, if it's on, it should, actually, I think I want, these are backwards, because if it's day, months, then it should go day, months. So I should switch these guys around. That's better. Let's see. Day, months, and then that's if the year toggle is on. Else day string is equal to, it would be, how did I keep looking back at what I really liked how I had it before I restarted the project to make it look better. I had it March day. That's what I had it as. It would be months string, and what else would it be? Month string plus, actually now that I'm looking at it, I need to get the date with suffix or prefix. I looked this up the first time I made this. What is it? When it comes after, I don't remember. 24 hours, get name, time clock, behavior, date simplifier, to do. Yeah, no, I can't. I don't see where they suffix. It's suffix. That's what it is. Suffix is after. I mean, I guess I should have assumed prefixes before. So I also need is in here. I have weekday string. What I also kind of want is a variable day with suffix, which is also going to be a string. And then in the get date, under day, we get day with suffix, which is going to be equal to a time conversion. What I need is I need to get the time conversion function get day with suffix, day integer match day integer 1 21st 31st return string variable return string string is equal to day integer. It's gonna make this one a string plus first Do I want it capital? I think I just want lowercase. And I should also make that a string. There we go. For the 1st, the 21st, and the 31st, first. For the 2nd, the 22nd, and then there is no 32nd. 11th, 12th, and 13th, 14th. Those are all with the rest of them. So return string is equal to string Actually, I can make this better if I do variable suffix string just outside, just right before here. Return string is equal to plus suffix string. Change this to be suffix string first, second, then it's third and 23rd. Suffix string is equal to third. That's not right, is it? Third. 4th, 5th, and then all the rest should be suffix string to. I'm not mistaken. 1st, 21st, 31st, 2nd, 22nd, 3rd, 23rd, 4th, 5th, 2nd, 22nd. I'm pretty sure those are the right suffixes. Let me double check. I wrote them down before. Let me see if I can find where I wrote them down before. Time stuff. Naming behavior. Yeah, in here. Yeah, STNDRD. Since I believe that is all correct. Yeah. Yeah, that should be corrected. Let me go turn on my light real quick. It's starting to get dark in my room. There we go. Okay. So now It will get day with suffix. First, second, third. Okay. That one should be correct. If I save it, then I can... Actually, wow, I've just been running the project. Okay. Time conversions dot underscore get day with suffix. Put in the day. And then down here, I want must string plus day with suffix. Maybe. Actually, I feel like there's some more formatting with that I had. Yeah, there's supposed to be a space between these guys. Plus. I need just a bit more space between them. Then if your toggle else, so this is actually if the year is toggled off, and then also if the year is toggled on, what else I need is plus equal space plus year. That's a string. Alright, let me try that. Oh, I'm not printing anything anymore. Print time, print date string. March 14th. Okay. And then what I need to quickly set year toggle equal to true. That's not plus true, equal to true. 2025. Okay. Then I'm trying to remember how I had it with simplified date format. So I had it say the full 2025, and I don't know if that's actually gonna go through. Why do I keep mixing up what I type here? Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's correct. Alright, now most of this is displaying how I like it, or how I had it before. All I need to do is now make it condensed. I need to make it so set date string to set time string to and then finally set display string. Display string is going to be equal to it's going to be here stop fighting me. Time string plus date string. And then this also needs to account for if weekday toggle, day of the week toggle, day of the week toggle, else. So this is what it is, and that what I want is if day of the week toggle is on, I need also in here a day of I called it weekday string. Weekday string. I also need to plus. I think. Print this display string. I think I need to put a space after here in both cases. Yes. Okay. And if I toggle on, I toggle off simplified day, keep year on, day of the week, turn that to true. Why do I keep typing plus? What am I doing? I gotta stop pressing shift. Friday, is there 2 spaces there? I can't tell. No, there's only one. One there, one there. I think that is exactly what I want. Do I like the space between the time and then the PM? It's kind of it is harder to tell looking down here because this isn't like as nice looking as it was. I think yeah, looking at the font that I was using, it does look good having that in there, that space in there. But also if I turned this on to true. Oh my god, I keep doing that. I reset it. Yeah, it's just no space. I like this. I like this. So now that should be displaying correctly. Now what I need to do is I need to make it so I can actually set these I need to be able to set these based on a save file, based on a config file. Hi. Okay. I gotta remember how to actually get this information now. How would I get this again? Or do I want that's not true. Bumping against something and that's annoying me. What I have here is I have it getting the information ready for being displayed. Where's it explaining at? What? Did I accidentally delete everything under it? I must have. Whoops. Let me see. Function display. Do I want, okay, I'm trying to think of how I should handle handle these toggles. Do do boo do do boom. How do I handle that again? I need doom. Sorry, I had to do something. No worries. I have gotten all of the displaying done. So now it will set the string correctly. All the string is being set correctly. I'm now running into the problem of I need to figure out how to save the toggle settings again. I need to remember how to save the toggle settings. Do 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 boom. What was Check helping you with? That's a good question. It was mostly it was a lot of stuff about learning because they mentioned like mutable strings and that gave me something to look into about mutable versus immutable, and then also mentioned what was the other thing they mentioned? Module operator, which is something I am interested in and will look into more. Which is interesting. Who out there manipulating the strings? Playing their strings. I don't know. It's interesting to learn about this stuff, but also Godot script does not do that. Like Godot script does not do it, and there is no way to do it in Godot script. So what were you doing with strings? Let me all of this stuff, because in here this is like updating the display string. It creates a time string, the AM PM string, and then it has a modified hour. Then this basically just checks all of the toggles and then it sets the strings accordingly and then sets the strings laid out correctly. And then it also does the same thing for the date, and then it takes that and then it makes the displayed string like this. It's very fun. So fun. What I need to do, I'm trying to figure out. You could use a format string for the last part, assuming Godot script has those. Format string. What are you? Format string, variable string. I have string format. You do a string but put an F before the quotes. You do a string but put F before the quotes and then you put interesting. Like F, my name is, where name and age are both interesting. Okay. Oh, I see. Let me completely rewrite that then. Display string is equal to F. Actually, does Godot do it differently? Oh, wait, I think... Is that what this is? I think I was already using something similar, I just didn't know what it was. Oh, wait. Those are different? Interesting. I'm trying to see the difference between them. I'm just seeing that there is a lot of similarities. Formatting string, formatting string. Formatting strings, multiple placeholders, format specifiers. Is it different? Here, let me show where I am in the Godot. Let me, never mind, I looked it up. Godot does not have that. Well, what I'm seeing is, here, this is what the Godot script documentation I'm looking at currently, which is like a similar thing, or at least what I'm assuming is similar to what you're mentioning. Was reluctant to learn, but showing it. Bye. Yeah, they are different to what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter though. Is it? But it's different, but it still would be better than how I've written it out here, wouldn't it? Potentially. I personally hate the IS thing because it's unreadable. That's kind of fair. I mean, I have it for this stuff because of the digit place. Because if I do like hours, if I don't have this here, it just looks bad. I most string concentration. Should it better, but I don't know. Yeah. Strength. Should you have it better, but I don't know. Interesting. Because I'm just thinking what would be better. Because my main thing is I'm looking at this and I have like all of this, which is not, which is just all spread out. It's weird. Godot script doesn't have that when I believe every language I've used has that. Yeah, Godot script is just a bit funny from at times what I can tell. It definitely is its own language. It has definitely made that clear. Yeah, I'm just looking at because I understand. I mean, this is the problem I'm looking at. It's weird they don't just have every Python feature low. Yeah, that is. It's strange to see Godot script as like it's like Python, but actually not really. Sometimes. I know that what I have works. I'll keep what I have. Because I mean, it wouldn't change too much if I changed this. I'm still running into. I wonder why they made their own script over just using something like Python. That is a good question. It might. Hmm. That is a good question of why not just use Python. I think it's the thing of if there is a lot of things about Godot script like connecting to nodes. I've been really loving C sharp recently. Yeah, I liked using C. My thing is that I'm just using Godot. It feels nice using like Godot's actual language. Cuz I mean it just connect like the connecting to node stuff is just one of the main things I notice with it. Just like how stuff connects. Could have still made it work in Python. Yeah, I'm sure they could have. I wonder. I wonder what was their actual reasoning for making an entire new script, besides just wanting to. Maybe Godot script is more optimized than Python. Yeah. I mean, Godot script is made to work in Godot, is how I think of it. Like, Godot script was made so that way it could work with the Godot projects. I really am trying to think of how I would wanna. I'm thinking about how I'm saving. Oh, I have so many tabs open currently. What is this one? Config. I'll close that one. Using signals. I will actually want to keep that one open for just a bit. Script referencing. I'm gonna close that one. I mean, Unity uses C Sharp and Unreal uses C++. Yes, the language have no issue working with engines. That's true, but I think it like it's a thing of the engines work on that, but also that is true. I mean, because Godot does allow you to use C Sharp, I believe. Create new. Which one was it? Oh, I don't have it, so I can change it to Godot to a different script. I know it's either C. I know it's. I think it's C Sharp that you can also use in Godot. If I open up the right thing. Yeah, I really like. It probably was the thing of they just wanted to make Godot work in Godot. So I can't be too sure what all of their stuff is about. Yeah, it's C sharp that Godot also uses. Godot was made in C++. Interesting. Yeah, because the two coding systems that like Godot uses is Godot script and then C sharp. So that's interesting that it was made in C++. Or was it like it was made in C++ and then they've grown from it, or that's interesting because I'm pretty sure their documentation goes back into because it extends from Node. Class Node inherits object. Object is inherited by everything. Interesting. To do close close. That is something I really like about Godot is that all the documentation is in the stuff. Might be because C++ is kind of intering, so they made their own language similar to Python since Python is a lot more beginner friendly. I think that's probably what it is because I know Godot is supposed to be like their whole thing is like getting people into game development. Like because it's the Godot Foundation because they're not actually a for-profit company. Unity and Unreal are both for-profit. Godot is not. So that might be it. They made their own script just for to make it to they wanted it to be something people can learn. Uh, I also realize I am on an older version of Godot. I'm like, because the most recent version of Godot is 4.4. I'm on 4.2, but I'm not. I don't actually know how to update Godot, especially since I just downloaded Godot itself and not from Steam. Because if I downloaded from Steam, Steam would automatically update it. I don't know. I really am trying to think of how I want to actually save this information. If I want like a higher if I want to make something higher than this that has the save location for the toggles and then have this call the toggles and then have in the settings call the toggle, shouldn't update your Godot during development. I mean, if that's the case, I will never update Godot again. And I mean that like if if the thing is don't update Godot while don't update your engine while in development, like I always like I will start developing something before I'm finished with this developing this. So I'll just be stuck in like continuously having projects, so I shouldn't update Godot. Do I want to have somewhere that saves and sets the information? Uh, Nice thing about Unity is you can just have several versions installed or each project put itself in whichever version it has made. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could set it up so I have two different versions of Godot on my computer. I'm pretty sure that I can do that because what I was seeing from like the little bit I saw about updating Godot is that you have to kind of transfer, unless you're using the Steam version, you have to transfer your files over to the new install, which it probably leads to the same thing. I mean, my thing would be, I would, I would, if I do update it, it would probably be the thing of I would back up the file and then see get, uh, if I can get the new Godot to. I would try and run this like file in the new Godot to see if I can continue on with the new software. But yeah, if they did appreciate change something and it can break. I know Godot set gives on. I was looking this up. They tell exactly what changes in like 2 point and all of the instructions started. Where's because I know I was looking at it earlier and it's shared where it was. You can update once you have release version and then fix any issues. I'm pretty sure standard practice. Yeah. How am I gonna save this? Because I need to have it so both this script and the actual settings menu, what I probably need is a higher place than this. The question is, what in here would go to that higher place? Probably mostly what I'm thinking of is the toggle settings, and then probably also have a signal in the toggle. Unless it gets this from a. Unless it gets C's from the. What I probably would need to do is set up a signal in the settings menu that when the signal happens, the script will this script will update its own booleans. What I probably need is I need a top one that has these settings in it and a signal, and then I have it so that in this when saving and setting the information, it's or when saving the information in the settings menu, uh, it will send a signal which will then change it in here. I'm trying to think if that is what I would want. I mean, how? I guess what I should check is, can I receive the signal in here? If I do a signal, uh, signal, toggles changed, can I call? How do I call the signals again? Timeout connect out. What I need is the node. If that's I'm assuming if this connects to connects to a parent, like extends from somewhere else. I'm assuming if another child emits the signal from the parent, it doesn't get recognized in here, does it? I can only assume that's not how it would work, because they're separated. They're not actually the same. They're not actually considered the same signal. Okay, syncing. What I could do is just, instead of having a parent that has the signals, I have it set that there is a save and a set script, and then that script I then reference in here and then get the signal from that script. But I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna head out. Have a good night. Have a good night. Yeah. How is that actually? Or does it need to go to an autoloader? Because reward controller is an autoloader. That is its own thing. I think I might need to make that into an autoloader if I am being real. What I could have is I could also do a mixture. Have a parent that has the toggles, and then have the save and set toggles in. Have the save and the set toggles in the parent. And then when the auto loading script sends the signal, then again I would have to then set and save to the auto loading script and not a different one. Yeah, I think something like that probably would be the best. Is I need an autoloader that has these guys. It has a save and a set function, and then in the settings menu for this, I have it so that it will save. It will save and set the information in the parent, and then it will also have the parent emit the signal. The autoloader emit the signal into here. Then when the signal is emitted into here of toggles changed, yeah, when it's set, when the signal of toggles changes in here, it then will update these to match. I think that is how I would want it. So what I need is like a time stuff. I need like a script. Time toggles settings. And then I have it so that there is basically these same variables in here, have these same variables, and then what I need to do is have a signal called toggles changed, and then I need a function. I need function save time toggles. Time toggles change. Same as time toggles. Function set time toggles. What I probably need is also function get time toggles. I'm gonna stand up. Let me make sure my desk doesn't mess anything up while it's going up. Okay, it's all fine. Just need to stand up a bit. Okay. Get time toggles. Pass. It's going to be very similar to everything else where I need to get the location. Okay. I need to get their location. I need to... I need to think about how this is done again. I've completely forgotten how this works. Like, I need to get information. I need to make the arrays. Yeah. I need the arrays. So what I need is basically variable 20. I basically need can I just copy these real quick? Actually, can I just copy these directly? Move this. Ooh, what? Why? Why would you move all of this over? And then change all of this to say array. Hi. 24-hour clock toggle array. Okay. What I need is... Now I need to actually set up these arrays, which are this. Oh, I'm in the wrong script. Because of course I am. That. This needs to equal to time toggle. Time toggles. This one is 24-hour clock. And then it's going to be 24-hour clock toggle. Alright, we just need like basically exactly this for everybody else. Time toggles, uh, seconds toggle. Seconds actually, because this one doesn't have 24-hour clock. Seconds. Then this one becomes seconds toggle. Now this one's smaller, so I am going to just use this to take everything else. Time toggles. This one, instead of seconds, is year. This one is simplified date. This one is a/months. And then day of the week. And then these become their correct toggle. Year toggle. Simplified date toggle. Day months toggle. And then day of the week toggle. Bye. Bye. Actually, wait, if I reference this, do I even need to change these? Do I even need to signal that these were changed? Because if this is referencing the same spot as the saving information ones... Oh, wait, no, because this is still their own information. I mean, they're getting from the same save information. It really is just, I wish I could make the children talk with each other. Just remembered my window is open. I'm trying to like let my room just have some actual fresh air, because I've been locked up for like all of winter. Oh, hearing creator again makes me remember I should probably make sure that the music isn't gonna just start playing random songs. Yeah. I need... It really is like I'm trying to think of what is the simplest way to make it so that when the file changes, that that when the file changes is recognized by the time display. And I think the best way to do that is by the parent. Yeah, if I do this as a class name, time toggles, and then I just if I save this, go back to time display, put this into here, and then get rid of the toggles here. A toggle change does not need to be set in here. Oh, and then everything should still work in here because it is still getting the signals from here. Or it's getting the names from here. Yeah, it really is just saving's very similar, I'm assuming, to here. Yeah, this has been basically the same for every one of them. What I should do is toggles save location information, which then this is file location, which I'm now realizing I didn't set as a variable. So I have that. This is get time information. Time toggles. Get time toggles. Get time toggles. I need this given config stuff. Variable. How did I do this? Because I also had it so location prep was loading the file. Yeah. Yeah, I had this. Which is going to be equal to, if I go to my user directories, I know it's going to be the settings thing. It's equal to settings, settings / time toggles .ind. Is that what they are? Down in here. Oh, it's INI. Okay. Hi. Let's see. What is time toggles? Okay. Oh, whoops. I accidentally moved shit. What I probably want is, since I don't have a load prep because I don't need to set task ID, I probably want to do this. And then in time toggles. Actually, maybe I want to on here. Now I'll do it here. And then here. Time toggles. And set information. I get it. Given config dot get value. I probably really need exactly what this is. I just need to change what these are. 24-hour toggle. Type is seconds toggle. Year toggle. Date simplifier toggle. And then I just need to do 2 more of where this one becomes 4 and then the next one becomes 5. Date simplifier toggle. day months toggle, and then day of week toggle. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking I still do want to do this. Then I want to times toggle change dot emit. Yeah. Because I think I want to make this an autoloader. Yeah. I want to make this one an autoloader, project settings, project wide scripts, time stuff, time toggles, add. I want in like the time display on ready. I want its time toggle change. Actually, no, that's not. I want its time toggle settings dot time toggles change. What else was needed? Dot connect callable underscore set time toggle. Okay. So when the top one saves its information, then the child will then take that change, connect it, and then if this is emitted, it will set the time toggle in the child to match the parent. I'm pretty sure that's how it will work. Then what I need is in the parent. I need it so that in the parent on ready function ready, it will underscore set time toggle. And then I also need to connect set time toggle. I need to also do it here, set time toggle. And it's upset. Base of nil. Interesting. Being given nil from here. Oh, it's because I didn't return anything. I'm an idiot. Return. I need 20 toggle array. Seconds toggle array. Year toggle array. Year date simplifier toggle array. Day month symbol toggle array. Wait, no, it's day months. Day months toggle array, and then day of week toggle array. Now that one should work. That one did. And it did. It looks like it got its stuff. Let me make sure. Let me also see where this is being saved in the files at. Home. Open file location. Secure settings. Time toggles. Everything's set to false. Everything's set to false except for day of the week. Day of the week and year are toggled as true. Did I mix those up? If I reload it. Oh, I don't know if it's actually getting the right location. If I double check. Variable given load is equal to given config.load file location. File location is equal to user settings time toggle. Okay. Set time toggle. Print self, print to do time toggle setting, set time toggle, test display node, set time toggle. I am doing that in here before, yeah, the display string. So it is running this set time toggle, which is interesting. But this is still coming out with the same answer. Yeah. Yeah, because if I just reset, I just change in the file. Yeah, it's still giving the same information. Do print function print toggles, function print toggles, print do. Why are these guys upset? Why? Expected closing. Why? What do you mean? Is it not there? It's right here. Why are you complaining? Stop it. Expected end statement. Operation strings and bool. Why? What I need to do is also make all of these into strings. Doo-doo. Struggling. Oh wait, I think I see what my problem is actually, now that I've written all of that. I don't know if that worked or not. Hang on a second. Let me, instead of printing everything, let me on ready. Run that real quick. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, wow. Actually, let me let me run that command again real quick. Okay. I think I figured it out. The file I was looking at was the old stuff. Yeah, what I was looking at was the old stuff. What I do want to do, however, is clean this up a bit, because if I have these separated, they look different than the ones that aren't separated. So what I want to do is actually do save there, do save time toggles. Now I run it again. Look over here. Okay, now it has its stuff in here, and then I can set this stuff to true. Now it should work. There it is. Okay. That's much better. Okay, the problem was just that I was looking at the old saved time toggle stuff, and it was not correct. It was not correct. Yeah. What's... boom. Oh no, wait, let me check. I was looking at all the old files. Let me look at what this says. Okay, so this one's correct. The problem was it used to not be correct from looking at this. So let me get rid of the not correct stuff. Alright, perfect. Sorry, I have to message someone real quick. Do. Oh, wow. Hi. All right, there we go. Just had to message people real quick, get money retransferred. Let's see where else can I go from here? I mean, I think this should be correct now. All I would need is like a saved a settings menu, which is not set up yet, but the in-app time display is mostly ready because all it needs is like an actual display part for it, which is hooray. Hi. Ooh, stretching. I'm thinking about what I could do next. Man, I'm alright. I like it's kind of slow, but stuff is working correctly. The like two things, there's like three things left for like the shoulds. No, there's four things. There's like four things left, but like because there's a couple things I see left is like add repeat task, which shouldn't be too hard. That is a task creation thing, and then that's also working out math. But also that should just be in the base task if it's reusable or not. Because I mean that's what it is. Uh, yeah, that should just be it. Is putting it in the base, because then it would get saved. Oh, but I would have to change how all of this worked. I would basically just have to add another guy and then change all the numbers around if I'm being real. It's just adding something in here. Actually, that might be it might be a little bit more complicated in the making of the task, but I think I can get it to work. I think I could get that to work. I think it is a bit more complicated than why I was thinking it originally, but I like it. Do 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 do. Yeah. So I need to do the add repeat task thing, which will go into the base. It'll take a little bit of work. Oh, that was a vehicle. I was wondering what that noise was. Kind of hard to tell with the headphones on. I need to add the repeat task, which goes into the base task. And then I need to add the different colors, changing colors back in, which is going to need a setting, save file, and then general script. And then settings shouldn't be too bad. And then I need to set up the basic UI. Make task able to be linear, toggle set proper UI, icons, different borders, different backgrounds. Yeah. I think I am seeing the potential. It really is just like I only feel like I can add one thing a day because then I just hit my roadblock. Because I mean, all of this, all the like time display stuff, all of this works so I can display up time. But the problem is I don't have any way of displaying it because I don't have any basic UI. What I need is a basic UI. I need to set up the basic UI. But also I want to get everything set up for the basic UI. Is that vehicle or is that Sunder? I can't tell. I mean, apparently it's supposed to start sundering at some point. But also that looks like more of in the morning. Like earlier morning, like yeah. So yeah, I don't know why I'd be hearing it now. I mean, I'm supposed to be getting scattered showers now. Yeah, I'm distracted. I don't know what else I could do for stream purposes because I got the goal I was working on today. Oh, and I didn't change the stream title. No, I forgot to change the stream title. Damn it. Okay, I'll fix that when I post a FOD. Uh, I'm calling it. I'm calling. Wait, no, get back here. Let me actually pull up the correct music before I pop that up. Okay, here we go. No, wait, play. There it is. Yeah. I can't wait to get this to like functional. Because once this is functional, then I can. Once this is functional, I can move on. Do, 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 do. I'm fidgeting with my pill bottle. Yeah, once this is functional, I can do something else. And I think I'm going to work on Twitch interactions. That's something I really wanted to work on before, but I just don't think I had the resources before. Now with what I've done here, I just feel like I have so many more resources to actually make stuff for Twitch integration. I probably should start writing some of that down now. But yeah, thank you everybody for stopping in, and I hope everybody has a good night. Bye bye.